Hello everyone, it's Inge and I'm back and I'm doing something different this time. This will be a two-part video. This is part one, and what I want to do is make a zine. And a zine is basically a small booklet that you make from one page, an A4. I think you can do it from how do you say that? US letter size. I think it just comes out a little bit different. I think maybe this one is a letter size. I don't know. But anyway, you end up with a little booklet. I have a lot here, as you can see. I have a one double. That's okay. And yeah, they're so fun to make, and they're not difficult at all. So that's what we'll be making today. First I'm going to make the base, and then in the second part of the video I'm going to decorate it. And this is one that I've made previous yesterday. Look, and what you see is that there are two directions. Like if you fold it, you have a little booklet like this, and it opens up like this. You could even make pockets out of these if you want to. I don't want to, but you could. So that's it. You make this A4, and then when you're completely done, you make a copy of it and you send the copy to someone else. So like, look, this is, see? Oh, I think this is actually the letter size. See, it's different, but look how gorgeous it is. Isn't that? I mean, and because it's just a copy paper, it folds so well, so much better than this, because this is way thicker. So this one I received recently from a friend. We're doing a summer challenge, and one of that includes a zine that you start, and then there's like a whole circle of ladies who work on it, and then you get it back and you have a zine that is completed by other people. So look, she made this one. Isn't that all gorgeous? I'm not going to show her name, but yeah. How cool is this, right? And there's another one you could do. This is, I think, this is actually made by a friend of mine, and she used the Seven Sisters. It's a book, and she used all kinds of things, locations from that book in the zine. How cool is that? And here, mushrooms, which is amazing. I love that. I really, really do. Another one, woolies. Look. I mean, it's so cool. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, these are so much fun to make and to send to people. And once you've made one, you can copy it over and over again. So there really is, like, you could make your own collection and different themes or whatever. I did this one with a Maremi and all kinds of things, because I had a really bright, bold background and I needed something to do with it. But yeah, today we're going to be doing something special, because I want to make one with Maremi. And I usually store my zines like this because they're way better handleable. Let me put this away. Like, I have these A5 envelopes and they fit perfectly in here. I don't think I have the original one of the zine that I made. I don't even know if I have a copy of it. I don't see it here. No, I don't think I do. But that's okay. I'll show you how to make one. Just put these away. What we need is an A4 or a letter size, but at least an A4. And so what you do is you fold it like this, and you make a really sharp fold, and you also, like, then fold it the other way around, because it needs to be very flexible. Now, then again, fold it in half, but this time over the long side. And I have red nail polish, and it sort of makes my crisps, how do you say it? It makes them red. Again, fold it in half. And this is just so you have an indication where the pages are gonna go. And this one. And that's it. And then when it's all done, when it's all finished, yeah, it's good in there, because usually white shows up really bad. This part, and I'm going to mark it a little bit with a pencil. Here is my pencil. I can, because this part we're going to cut. Because once this is open, it will allow for this to, and then you can fold it. But this part we now just, like, I did cut my my bases, but what I can do, my basic one, is I'm now going to make one without a cut, and just make a base and then make it entirely complete and then cut it. So what I want to do is just, I have all kinds of papers here, all vintage papers, beautiful. I even have, I have this, and that's what we'll be using. Now, because it's the half, so I already know I'll need pieces of 10.5 centimeters. So that is what I'm going to be a little bit over, because I'd rather cut off like 1 millimeter than, you know, yeah. And I'm going to cut off a little bit of the sides. That's it. I think this is also, yeah, this is a little bit longer, that's okay. What else do I have here? This is a little bit longer, or I could use this one. I like that as well. I have some here. So we're just going to be gluing things, and then, and this is probably a bit boring, but it's okay, because it does require a little bit of thinking. I'm going to glue all the way up to the edge. Because it has direction, and you need to be aware of what you're doing, otherwise it will end up upside down, and that's not what we want. So there we go. That's it. I think I'll do this one. And you know what? Oh, no. I'm going to glue a little bit over here. I think that's better. Make sure you're all the way up to the edge. That's it. I'm not sure if this is glued. No, this is not glued. This is not glued really well. Let me just press this down really well. what you see here is on my pencil line, so that's okay. There we go. Need to glue this. And I need just a little bit of a strip here, not much. And I think I'm just going to go with this one then. Yeah, that's it. See? And that's one part done. So I'm now turning it over and I'm going to work on this side. Just going to cut off the excess a little bit here. Most of it we'll do later. Just like a little bit here. And then I'm going to glue again all the way up to the edge. Make sure you the parts that bend, that you glue those really well. And here, see, I have a little bit of something. There we go. And you'll let it dry, so don't worry about it being a little bit gluey. It's okay. It will work. And with a glue stick you have a little bit of extra time, so you don't have to like really rush. There we go. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to is this? No, but I can. No. I don't want to do that. Where is, there it is. No. I'm just really going to start here. Oh. Is this, oh no. Did I miss a little bit here? Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. See, this is what happens if you don't pay attention. This is what happens if you're not paying attention. Oh, you guys. God, it's a glue stick. Don't worry about this because I will cover that. Let me grab this real quick. Oh, that is too. I don't know. It's a bit crooked. There we go. We'll just do it like that. And then I need something in between there. Oh, here. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, or am I going to be, oh, I think I will use this one. I'm not going to be using this one. And I like those rough edges, so I think I'll do this one here. That's it. And then let's just glue this one here. And then again, really sort of if you were to do this, you see, you have a little bit here, but that's okay, because I'm going to cover that. That's fine. That is fine. Now, if we turn it over, where is my cap? Yeah. I'm just going to trim it. First this. There we go. That's one. Oh, this is too much. This is too much. Let me just get it out of the way. Yeah. No, a little bit less. There we go. That's it. And now we're going to trim this. Oh, some of these papers are so brittle that you can hardly cut them because they're still sort of gluey. That's okay. I think my head is in the way, but I really needed to make sure that this is straight, otherwise you're going to be in trouble when you try to copy it. So there we go. See? And that's our base. We now have two directions, one going this way, one going that way. Now I want to do a little bit here to make sure it is a little bit firmer. I could do that, and to hide some where it didn't really fit. So that's okay. And I'm just going to be using strippies of that. Oh, let's just put it here because we already have that here. Go. That's one. Now I also have this one. So I like that. Dienstmarker, yeah, I think I like that. Or should I put it like this? Maybe we should. There we go. And that's it. That is. Let me clean this up a bit. And get this out of the way. You don't need a lot, as you can see. And so basically what you've made is a masterboard, just with directions. That's it. That's important. And now I'm going to fold it over again. Yeah, I'm going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it like this. And I'm going to fold it over like this. And then really so all the papers are really sort of, and that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up all the edges and I'm going to be using, where is my walnut stain? I want it nice and grungy. and make sure that if you ink up, that you do it both sides. See, because on this side now you don't really see it that much, but we want that. There we go. We're going to fold it, ink up those edges. These. There we go. And this one. Now, total edges around the page, I am going to ink that up when I'm done with my zine. So there we go. What do you think? This is the base, and you can use whatever papers you have. So old book pages, ledger, it doesn't matter what you have. You don't even have to use other pages. You can brayer it on like this. No, there's no need to cover it first, but you need a basis. You could use, of course, the background pages of my Remy. None of that matters. Just remember, we're going to cover it up for a large part, so don't use anything that you want to be seen, because then you cannot really put anything on top. So this is the base. I'll see you in part 2, and then we're going to decorate it. Bye bye! Hello everyone, this is Inga, and this is part 2 of the video of how to make a zine. I've decided it's going to be 3 parts because I completely forgot to add some stenciling and some stamping to my background, and I want to show you that as well, and then it can dry, and then we can move on with the next step. And I've already been cutting out a lot of things to decorate, so let's just start doing this. Now the good thing about a stencil like this with a geometrical form is that you can use it all over. You don't have to worry about is it up, is it down, doesn't matter. And I'm going to be inking with a little bit of shabby shutters and peeled paint, because that matches my theme the best. And I'm also will be stamping not with peeled paint but with the VersaFine Clair. I'm not sure which one, but it's going to be a brown one. Yeah, so let's just start, and remember, every one of these little segments is a page, so you can overlap, you can do, but make sure that there's a little bit of, you know, a repetition, so it becomes one cohesive part. And if you, because I think it's a bit light, but that's okay. You can just lift it and look what happens. I do kind of like it. Yeah, I do. No worries. And keep in mind where you want your images, so that the stenciling will show up behind or underneath, you know, that you don't cover it up completely. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And the vintage paper reacts differently. All vintage paper are different, they have different absorption, so it's perfectly okay if the same color turns out differently on different papers. And you can add as much or as little as you want. And if you find it easier to turn it around, of course, just do so. Just make it easy on yourself. I think I'm actually going to do that. See, this is very dark, so that's okay. Going to do it a little bit like this. And the beauty is that in the end, when you're done and you copy it, it will be all one layer. So the more texture you bring, the more depth the end result will have. Okay, that was shabby shutters. Now going to go with a little bit of peel paint, which is a darker color. Just going to try if I can put this a little bit back. Yes, I can. And I'm going to give, see, this, and a little bit here. And then a little bit here. And that gives a whole different sort of, it's the same color almost, but just a tad bit darker and richer. Yeah, I think that is enough. It doesn't need more. There we go. That's it. Okay, now for this one, I am contemplating, I think, you know what? Do I have Rustic Wilderness? No, I don't, but I do have that for grabs, I think. I hope. I hope. Yes, I do, in archival. I have it in archival ink, and I'm going to stamp this pattern, which is, I love that. It's a little bit of a dot squarish. I don't know exactly how to explain it other than let me show you. See, I like that. And I'm going to it doesn't need, again, it doesn't need much, just subtlety is key here. But I do really like how that sort of plays into the colors and the theme. And so okay, a little bit here. Yeah, that's it. That is it. And then, because I told you I was going for brown, and the browns I have are for my Field Notes stamp set by Tim Holtz. This is important where you're going to put things, and it is all very busy, so I want to sort of destination. I like that. Maybe we can do that later, because of course I already know what I want to put where. I didn't just cut it out, I've also been playing alongside here. Let me, because this is the part, oh, there we go, it's not supposed to happen. I think, is this the, yeah, the specimen, I like that. I think I'm going to put that there. There we go. am just gonna go for, it's an almost black, it's a really dark brown. There we go. Let me put it the correct way. Yes, oh, I love that. I really do like that. Yeah, perfect. Where's my little bit of... Now I also love numbers. Which is already here. Let me get it here. Oh, I like that. And repeat that here. There we go. Oh, needs to go the other way. Let me grab that here. What do I want? Identification check. Yes. That is a good description. Yeah. What else do we have? Collect shipments. Shipments collect. What is it? What does it say? Orders attended to day and night. No, we're not going to do that. This side up. Oh, what are we going to do? Name of remitter. I like that. Oh, here, there's the seat. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And then put it here. See? I like that. Yeah. I don't want to do everything because the really bold words like destination I want to keep for another but that's, yeah, definitely I like that. Awesome. So that was quick, but we have added a little bit of color, we added a little bit of stamping. I'm going to dry this and then come back with part 3. See ya!